Snowy weather to continue hitting the Milwaukee area. We'll have your weather update ahead.
And Pilar's urges the Marquette community to participate in the university self-study.
Those stories and more tonight on MUTV News.
Live from Marquette, this is your campus news source, MUTV News.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Nina Guzman.
And I'm Aaron Maybin. We begin tonight with breaking news. A 3-alarm fire has been reported at a food processing plant in Burlington. This evening, fire crews are currently on scene at North Honey Lake Road. MUTV News will keep you updated as more information comes in. Mother Nature gave us a 2-day break from a freezing weather that Wisconsinites definitely enjoyed. But now, the snowstorm has brought us all back to reality. Milwaukee is expected to see up to 2 inches of snow by tomorrow morning, and temperatures are expected to drop to single digits. Our own Dominique Banks has a little weather preview, and here's the following story. Dominique?
Yes, Aaron and Nina, it's definitely getting colder out there, but Marquette students, listen up. If you think we're being hit bad, don't think about traveling further up north. Cities like Sheboygan and Beaver Dam are expecting up to 6 inches of snow. Milwaukee County was on a winter storm advisory until 6 p.m. tonight, but things are expecting to slow down a bit overnight. Make sure you're bundled up for your classes tomorrow because it is going to be cold. I have your complete weather update later in the show. Back to you, Aaron and Nina.
Thank you, thanks a lot, Dominique. Wisconsin isn't the only area experiencing some troublesome weather. The surprise storm system sweeping through America has been the cause of some pretty powerful winds today. A winter tornado pummeled through Adairsville, Georgia this morning, creating significant damage from the town and its residents. So fair authorities report the deaths of 2 individuals while 2 more remain critically injured. 17 others have also been hurt. This tornado is one of many terrorizing the area. Local authorities hope to protect their citizens from the next potential storm.
Father Pilar's reached out to the Marquette community today, asking for help in the accreditation process. He is asking members of the campus community to help with the self-study, which is a critical step in the accreditation process. Feedback from the community will be collected until Friday, February 22nd. Feedback can be submitted online, where you can also find more information.
The College of Arts and Sciences is still looking for the right person to fill the dean spot. The college has announced that it has already selected 4 finalists for the job that will all be visiting this campus this month. The 2-day visits will include meeting with students, faculty, and staff, as well as hour-long campus events for everybody to attend. Additional information about the candidate and their visits can be found on the college's website.
If you're looking to study abroad, then head over to the AMU this Friday for the Spring Study Abroad Fair. The fair will highlight summer study abroad options here at Marquette and will last from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. For more information, you can visit the Office of International Education's website. Marquette and the United Community Center has received a $1.5 million grant to fund their ongoing minority youth health project. The program is one of 17 in the nation that works to empower at-risk youth. Marquette will also receive a second grant of nearly $900,000 over the course of 5 years.
And when we return, gun violence debate hits Capitol Hill.
Live from Marquette, this is your campus news source, MUTV News.
Welcome back to MUTV News. The Senate Judiciary Committee met today for its first hearing since the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting in Newtown, Connecticut last month. Senators gathered to hear each testimony from several witnesses about the gun violence that has been plaguing the nation, especially the nation's youth. Former Representative Gabrielle Giffords, who was one of the victims in Arizona's mass shooting in 2011, was among the witnesses. And National Rifle Association President Wayne LaPierre also testified and called for armed school security in all schools and rejection of gun control measures. Senators will consider all of the witness statements when creating new gun laws. Wisconsin politicians are calling for answering from the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms after a botched sting operation in Milwaukee. Representative Jim Sensenbrenner says the Wisconsinites deserve answers about ATF operations in their cities. Sensenbrenner says he disapproves of the Obama administration's decision to give new responsibilities to the ATF. They cannot enforce the laws that we already have.
A UWM student was held at gunpoint and robbed last night. The Shorewood Police Department said 2 men wearing ski masks held the student up while he was walking home around 10:30 last night. There was no vehicle on scene and the suspects are still on the loose. The Shorewood Police is asking for any hints and tips they can get.
Flames went up in the town of Siegel, Wisconsin early this morning, resulting in the death of 3 people. The Wood County coroner reports these deaths to be those of elderly couple and their adult son. The 3 are assumed to have slept through the initial fire and failed to escape destruction. The fire department will not be releasing the names of the victims until their relatives have been notified. The cause of the fire also remains under investigation.
A state appeals court rejected Brendan Dassey's request for a new trial. Dassey was sentenced to life with no parole in 2007 for the killing of Teresa Albach. The notorious crime attracted mass media attention when Dassey's uncle was also convicted, after previously spending 18 years in prison for a crime he did not commit. Dassey's attorneys claim that his confession was forced out of him, making his trial ineffective. Republican Governor Scott Walker spoke today at a school choice event in Milwaukee. He wants parents to have a wide variety of education path options for their children. While his focus is on improving public schools, he strives to keep choice schools an option for families. School choice includes voucher programs where the government pitches in to help the tuition payment at private schools. Democratic Mayor Tom Barrett attended the same event today and is concerned that school choice will take funds away from public schools. Walker reassured that expanding school choice would not take resources away from other schools.
Driving will become more expensive for Milwaukeeans the next following days. The AAA reported that gas prices jumped as much as 11 cents overnight, from $3.43 per gallon to $3.45. Experts blame a rise in crude oil prices for the gas spike. A barrel was trading at $98 tonight, the highest it's been since September of last year. The highest gas prices last year was $4.20, which was recorded on March 28th.
Coming up when we return, fire drills may not be the only thing students have to practice in the future. Find out exactly what we mean when we return. Stay tuned.
Live from Marquette, this is your campus news source, MUTV News.
Welcome back to MUTV News. If you drive a Toyota, you may have to bring it back to the shop for a couple of days. The world's largest automaker announced today that an airbag problem could call over 750,000 Corollas back. Lexus, whose parent company is Toyota, also announced that some 270,000 IS models sold between 2006 and 2012 could be called back for windshield wiper issues. Toyota said that the airbag issue could cause them to activate randomly and the windshield wipers could have problems working in heavy snow. Most people remember the annoying sounds of a fire drill buzzing throughout the halls of their high school, but currently students may be experiencing something worse. Those of Cary Grove High School in Cary, Illinois have upgraded the fire drill sounds to include that of a gunshot. The school's principal included this change in hopes of preparing his students in the event of a school shooting. Although in their best interests, the move has made both parents and students uneasy. Some believe the simulated gunfire to be too strong of a tactic. The school is continuing its research in order to determine if this change will remain permanent.
The world of medicine always brings us wonder, and tonight that wonder comes from Baltimore. Brendan Morocco, a U.S. Army infantry soldier who lost all 4 limbs in battle, underwent transplant surgery that enabled him to use his arms again. Doctors at Johns Hopkins Hospital spent hours in surgery to reconstruct what was believed to be impossible. Morocco was struck by an explosive in 2009 in Iraq. It has been announced that former Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky will not get a new trial in October. Sandusky was found guilty of sexually abusing 10 young boys. A Pennsylvania judge rejected Sandusky's post-trial petition when Sandusky's attorney claimed they didn't have enough time to prepare the case. Judge Cleland said preparation was not a factor in the fairness of the former Penn State coach's trial. The sexual abuse scandal led to the firing of head coach Joe Paterno and extensive NCAA fines and sanctions against the university. Sandusky will serve no less than 30 years in prison.
This year's Super Bowl will be more than just an intense game, but also a match of sibling rivalry. Both coaches of San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens are a member of the Arbau clan. Brothers John and Jim may be standing on opposite sides of the field in New Orleans this Sunday, but they plan not to let the game get between them. As the Super Bowl is once again a family affair, relatives and fans alike will be on the edge of their seats to see how this year turns out.
I actually wish the Packers were in the Super Bowl, but I think this story is going to be great, and I'm like going to the East Coast in Baltimore. I think they're going to win. I want them to win.
I really have no opinion.
All right, well, Lauren Hermson actually is going to have our Super Bowl and a lot more Marquette sports coming up after the break. We'll be right back.
Live from Marquette, this is your campus news source, MUTV News.
Welcome back to MUTV News. Here's your weather. Right now, the temperature is 25 degrees with a dew point of 16. Humidity is at 69%. Our barometer is at 29.17 inches. And, for the almanac, we had a high of 37 today and a low of 7. The average is 29 degrees and 16 for the low. Records indicate that we had 53 degrees in 1951 and negative 24 as a low in 1988. Sunrise was at 7:38 and sunset was at 5:01. Around the nation, up in Washington was 48 degrees today. In California, we had 64 degrees. Up in down in Texas, we had 56 degrees. Over in Georgia, 50 degrees. In Tennessee, 41 degrees. And up in New York was 59 degrees. And 29 degrees in Illinois. Around the state, there was 16 degrees in Eau Claire, 17 in Wausau, 19 degrees in Green Bay, 22 in Madison, and 25 here in Milwaukee. Tomorrow, please bundle up for your 9 a.m. classes. There's going to be a really low temp of 10 degrees and a chance of snow, and the winds will be blowing from the west at 19 miles per hour. And in our 5-day forecast, on Thursday we'll have a high of 14 degrees and a low of -2 with a chance of snow. On Friday we'll have a high of 14 and a low of 5 with a chance of snow. On Saturday we'll have 23 degrees and a low of 9, mostly cloudy. On Sunday it'll be 27 degrees and a low of 18, and it'll be partly cloudy. And on Monday it'll be 36 degrees with a high and 21 for a low, and it'll be mostly cloudy. So we're going to warm up over the weekend. That's pretty good. And now that's enough of the weather. Now we take you to sports with Lauren Hermson.
The Marquette University women's basketball team returns home to the Al McGuire Center tonight to take on Rutgers. The women's basketball team suffered a 58-48 setback in their last game against USF. Sophomore Alicia Morris scored a team-high 15 points against the Bulls, while senior Serena Simmons and junior Catherine Plouffe nearly posted double-doubles. Last season, Rutgers notched a pair of wins over MU, including a 52-43 win in the second round of the Big East tournament. Now let's get on to Marquette women's tennis team. After dropping their second match of the spring season to number 50 Indiana, the Marquette ladies welcome a trio of Horizon League opponents to the Hellfair Tennis Stadium this weekend. The Golden Eagles are set to host UIC, Milwaukee, and Green Bay over the course of the upcoming weekend. After falling to number 50 Indiana this past weekend, the Golden Eagles are looking to rebound and take home 3 victories. I will see you right back after the Super Bowl and back after the break with members from Colleges Against Cancer.
Hi, and welcome back to MUTV News. I'm joined with Caitlin and Karen, who are here from Colleges Against Cancer, and they also brought this amazing T-shirt that they said they're selling. How are you ladies doing?
Great.
So exactly what is Colleges Against Cancer?
Colleges Against Cancer is our student organization that partners with the American Cancer Society, and we do awareness events for different cancers throughout the school year, our largest one being Relay for Life in April. And we also do a lot of fundraising throughout the year for American Cancer Society, which is what our t-shirts are for. So we're selling those right now on our Facebook page.
And what is Relay for Life? Can you guys go in depth into that?
Relay for Life is our biggest fundraiser that we do. It's going to be April 13th this year in the Rec Center. It's kind of an overnight fundraiser, so it's from 6 p.m. till we go about 2 or 3 a.m. is closing ceremony. And it's kind of everyone forms teams on campus, and the point is you walk around the track throughout the event. And kind of the point of that is because cancer never sleeps, so for one night, neither will we. And all the teams raise money for the event, and there's a lot of fundraising at the event and fun activities, and it's kind of just a really good bonding experience, and also just getting people together for a common cause.
I really like how you said cancers never sleep, so neither should we. I know you guys before the break, before we came back on air, you said that you guys are biomedical science majors. So do you want to go into medicine and help that, or what inspired you to do this?
We are both going into medicine, but more than that, I think there's a personal cause that ties everybody to Relay for Life or any cancer awareness events that we do. I know I've had multiple family members with cancer, and I first got drawn to it when one of my friends in high school had leukemia and heard about Relay for Life, and I did it in high school and then came here and got involved. So everyone in Colleges Against Cancer has their own reason and their own story, but it makes it really personal for everybody, and I think that's what's really cool for me about Relay for Life when we're up there doing the ceremonies and looking out at everyone and seeing hundreds of people that have their own background, but we all come together for the same thing.
And Karen, is this your first year doing Relay for Life?
No, I actually started doing Relay for Life back in elementary school. I was a little Girl Scout volunteering, and then I continued in high school with my friends' parents who had different types of cancer, and then my grandfather passed away of leukemia my sophomore year of college, so I really struck up the cause along with volunteering on the oncology ward at Children. So those are just kind of a couple of reasons why I relay.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming. I just want to plug these shirts again. They're really awesome, and I look for them. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Good night, Marquette.